Is it possible for you to see it, guys? Do you?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right. Thank you for still paying attention. Okay, so now we go to the mechanisms of bioleaching, which is now we are talking about, or I'm going to talk about the direct and also indirect bioleaching. Okay. Okay, so I have a small notes down there if you want to try to read further. Okay, but I also have the pre-recorded one version of my voice that you can also learn from it. So when I talk about bioleaching, okay, so this can also be called as microbial ore leaching. Okay, ore is BJ, ORE is BJ. Okay, ore leaching is this is actually a process used to extract the metal from the ore. So you don't try to imagine that only chemical or physical leaching can happen. No, microbial also can extract the metal from the ore, but always in the form of ions. And but ions, these metal ions, if you want to retrieve it, you have to use electrolysis. Okay, I think you still can remember about the electrolysis that you learned since your chemistry, your secondary school chemistry. Okay, so about electrolysis of ions. Okay, so electrolysis of ions can, if we conduct the electrolysis, we can get the metal in the form of metal, solid metal, not in the form of metal ions anymore. Okay, but we need to use the correct electrodes. Okay, cathode and also anode. Okay. So this process can extract metal from the ores using bacterial microorganisms. So what happens is the bacteria will feed on nutrients in the minerals and causing the metals to separate from its ore. So for instance, for chemistry bioleaching, we have the bacteria name normal thiobacillus, but now the name has changed to acidic thiobacillus, thioxidin, and also acidic thiobacillus ferrooxidin. Okay. These two guys have always been found to be present on the leaching dam. Okay, so if you go to a leaching dam, you will see these two things or microbes that can be isolated frequently at this particular site. Okay, so the species of thiobacillus is most extensively studied gram-negative, which derive from energy, which derive energy from oxidation of Fe2. So the reactions mechanism are two types. The first one is direct bacterial leaching, and there are also indirect bacterial leaching. Okay. All right. So when we call as direct action, so the bacteria which are naturally associated with the rocks can lead to bioleaching by one of the following ways. The first one is direct action. The second one is indirect action. Okay. So for direct bioleaching, what happened? There will be direct enzymatic attack, okay, on the minerals by the microorganism. So, for instance, the bacteria, example, Thiobacillus ferrooxidans, okay. So these microbes, okay, it can produce enzyme that will directly attack the minerals, okay, by the enzyme, and then what it does there is actually it can transfer electrons, okay, coupled with ATP, meaning energy is needed in this for this process. And what happened? It can extract the ore, the iron, or sulfur to oxygen from the ore. Okay, so meaning this organism can obtain energy from the oxidation of ferrum 2 plus to ferrum 3 plus, or from the oxidation of the sulfur to sulfate. Okay. You can see the you can see the chemical or chemistry, chemical equation, okay, on this particular right side of slide. For instance, if you see number one, pyrite leaching, okay, and this is called a spontaneous process from Fe(S2) plus 6 Fe3 plus. That is to balance the equation, okay. Plus 3 water, it will form 7 Fe2 plus, okay, plus S2O3 2 plus and 6 proton. Okay. So the ferrous ion is then oxidized by the bacteria using oxygen 4 Fe2 plus plus O2 plus 4H plus equivalent to 4 Fe3 plus, and so 2 H2O For this one is for the iron oxidizers. Okay, and for the sulfur oxidizers, you can see a different equation. Okay, so this one just want to show you the schematic diagram on how the metal sulfide, okay, which is insoluble, plus oxygen, okay, with the presence of microorganism and also enzyme, okay, where this will, bioleaching process will be conducted, and eventually will form 2MSO4 2 minus, or this one is called as metal sulfate, which is from the previous metal sulfide, which is insoluble. So by having this particular mineral metal sulfide, okay, with bioleaching process from the microorganism and enzyme, MSO2 4 can be produced, okay, metal sulfate. And this process is called as oxidation process, where oxygen is there and then it will be oxidized to metal sulfate insoluble. So enzyme used to transfer electron from the metal to oxygen. Okay. Keep some done. And then this one is just a repetition for the one. So we can see that this one is oxidation process. So enzyme is used to transfer electron from metal to oxygen. So MS plus oxygen. Microbial enzyme. Okay, so eventually energy is 2 in case of MS to proceed with the leaching process. Okay, indirect bioleaching. So how does this indirect bioleaching happen? Is the first one, the bacteria produce strong oxidizing agent, ferric iron and sulfuric acid, helps in oxidation of soluble iron or soluble sulfur respectively. So this one must be conducted with the energy generated by bacteria, and this process, the microbes are not in direct contact with minerals, but leaching agents, okay, which is enzyme or something like that, will be produced by the microbe and then will be presented by the microbe. Okay, so this ferric iron or sulfuric acid, okay, they are basically powerful oxidizing agent strength with metal and can extract the metals. Okay. So ore, okay, just to give you a schematic diagram, ore is actually a naturally occurring solid material from which a metal or valuable material can be extracted profitably. So we have ore, we have stone here, okay. And so the metal or valuable mineral, example gold, will be this particular part of the heavy. And then we have also the microbes, okay. In this process, microbes are in direct contact, okay. Remember about leaching agents such as the enzyme will be produced by the microbe and oxidize the ore. Okay, so for this one, something like that, the interaction. And then, okay, this, okay, habis, okay, that's the videos, okay, you can watch the videos. I would encourage you to watch the videos because in order for you to understand the topic properly, and then without watching the video, you will be a bit difficult to understand it, okay, if you want to memorize already, please do so. Okay, so I think I have completed the lecture now, and we will continue later. So no lab for Tuesday and a group for Tuesday and also for Wednesday. Only lab is available for Thursday group only. Okay. Okay, so do you guys have any question to ask me? Ada soalan tak?
No, Doctor.
No,
So far, no, Doctor.
Okay, so far, okay, great. Okay, so I think that's all from me, and thank you very much, guys, for your attention. And the group leaders, okay, please put the attendance link on the in our group so that the students who have received the lecture notes, okay, will be needs to fill up the Google form to indicate the attendance attending this lecture. Is it possible?
Of course, Doctor.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and selamat sejahtera, and see you guys again. Okay, bye.
Salam, thank you, Doctor. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Doktor. Thank you, Doktor. Waalaikumsalam.